Hey, this is Colton with North Island Nissan, and I've got the 2017 Nissan Pathfinder SL behind me here. This is the model. Oh, I'm in my wide-angle view. Let me zoom in a little bit there. This is the one with the leather interior. It's on for $29,995. It's just under 64,000 kilometers, and I will get you the exact amount when we jump into the vehicle. But I'll do a full walk around on the outside, try and point out any damage or anything I see there. Again, when it goes through our safety inspection, we will be, if the tires and brakes are below 50%, we will be having them replaced. It does seem like there is quite a bit of tread left on that though, so I'll let them be the judge of that though. I'm not the expert there. So starting with the features, there is a button on the door handle that you can use to lock and unlock the vehicle, and it's push button start, so you never actually need to take keys out of your pocket. We of course again have that full leather interior in it. It is a power driver and passenger seat. There is a heated seat and heated steering wheel in it. And then we'll start it up when it comes around to the driver's side and go over a few more features. We got a nice soft touch leather armrests there and on the center console. Now keep in mind this vehicle hasn't been to detail yet, so it will be a little bit cleaner. It's going to go through a professional clean, get everything wiped up and vacuumed out, but it's not too bad. There are some climate controls for the rear seats as well as heated middle row seats. Get a shot of the door there. There are some stickers we still got to pull off of it. And there is the hitch and the wiring down below there. It is a power lift gate. There is also a button on the key fob for that too. There's lots of space back here. Right now that third row is folded down. There are straps that you can use to fold it up though. Again, needs a little bit of a clean, but we'll take care of that. And then underneath here, there is the Bose audio subwoofer as well as a bunch of extra storage space. It does also need a vacuum underneath there too. Again, don't mind that. We will get that cleaned up there, and you can use the key fob to close that hatch. The other nice feature on the key fob here is the remote start. Nissan actually has an intelligent remote start, so it is going to sense the temperature outside and automatically adjust that interior temperature for you. So even if you have the air conditioning turned on in the evening, but everything's frosted over in the morning when you go to use it, it is going to turn the heat on for you. It'll do your front and rear windshield defroster, it'll do your heated mirrors, and if it's cold enough, it'll turn your heated steering wheel on for you as well. I am seeing a couple scratches on the side here as well. They don't seem too big. They're definitely, it looks like a child might have went up to it, honestly, with the swirls that are in it. They don't seem super deep there, though. Can't really feel them with my nail at all. So some of those might be able to be buffed out a little bit. There's another one along here as well. Also might be able to buff that one out. And then some bigger ones in this driver door here. Looks like somebody might have hit it with their door there. There's a little bit of red paint. Scuffs along the bottom. A few scratches there. So there are a few scratches on this side of the vehicle. I'm going to pause the video for a moment and just double check the other side to make sure I didn't miss anything. 1 second. Alright, we're back around to the other side of the vehicle. There is a little bit of a scuff down here. That one might even be able to be washed away. That doesn't seem super bad though. And a little scratch down below there too. So a few little scratches in it. Nothing major though. Overall it's in pretty good condition. I did notice a few scratches on the rear bumper here. It is plastic, so it won't rust through or anything, but there are a couple spots along there. They must have been loading some stuff into it and banged it up a little bit anyway. But it is a used vehicle after all, 4 years old now. And then jumping into our driver's side, we do have our power locks, windows, and mirrors. There are 2 seat settings, so you can program the memory seats for that, so it will automatically adjust those seats when you jump into it. And those actually do get programmed to the key fob as well. So if you have a secondary driver and they have a different key than you, when you get in and use your key to start the vehicle, it's actually going to set your seat based on which key you're holding, which is kind of a cool one. So we of course have our power driver seat, 8-way power seat. You can go up, down, forward, back, and there is a lumbar control in there as well. And then jumping into the driver's side, I'll start it up. Again, we have push button start, so foot on the brake, hit that button. It's going to start the vehicle up. Put the key away for now. It does have, a little higher kilometers than what I had online there, 69,724. I'm going to make sure those are updated. Make sure I didn't just read the wrong amount. So 69,000 kilometers on it. What else? Go over to the center console here. It does have the map and navigation in there. If I pop it into reverse, it does have a 360 camera in it, which is a really cool feature that Nissan came out with back in 2015 originally. On the left side of the screen, we do have our regular backup camera. So that's just kind of your standard. It'll come up when you're in reverse, but on the right side of the screen, it paints a picture picture of the car in the middle, and you get a bird's eye view over top of it. Now, I don't have any parking lines beside me right now, but if there were any parking lines, you can kind of see that the sewer system behind me there. So you can kind of pull up to that. You can see how close you are there. If there are lines on the sides of the road, or the sides of the parking spot that you're parking against, you can see if you're over to one side further than the other. If you're crooked at all, it works really well for that. The MOD up in the top corner does stand for moving object detection. So if somebody walks by one of those cameras, it's going to highlight whichever camera that they walk by, and it'll just kind of give you a little jingle letting you know somebody's beside you there. But that's a really cool one. I'm going to go back to park now. If you're in drive going less than 7 kilometers an hour, you can actually hit the camera button on the top left here, and it's going to pull up the front of the vehicle here instead of the back of the vehicle. So if you're going into a parking spot going forward, you can still use this camera, still pull it up and see how close your front bumper is to the curb instead of your back bumper. So that's a really cool one too. And then other than that, we do have Bluetooth calling and audio on the screen there, so you can get your phone set up for calling and music. All those controls for the screen are just down below. We've got our radio controls just below that. You can change your sources, you got your volume tuning knob, and a couple different preset buttons. And then temperature controls are below that. There is a dual climate control, so you can set a different temperature for each side of the vehicle. They do share a fan strength right in the middle there. And that's about it there. There is a two 12-volt plugins down below there. We do have our heated seat controls, and then on the gear shifter here, there's park, reverse, neutral, drive, and low gear. You do have a 4x4 selector, so you can actually lock it into 2-wheel drive. You can go to the auto all-wheel drive, or you can lock it into 4x4. So you actually get all 3 options, which is really cool because a lot of vehicles don't have that option anymore, where you can lock it into the 2-wheel drive. There is an auto dimming rear view mirror, so if somebody's high beaming you from behind, it will automatically dim down by itself. And then we've got 2 sunroofs in here. So this is the first one. I'm going to go to a wide angle lens, and then there is that rear one as well. To do that rear one, you have to open it up with this button here, and then those will stretch across the 2 back seats. It's a large one back there. So you got 3 sunroofs all together. So yeah, it's a really nice vehicle. Again, this is really close to being fully loaded. It's just missing, I think, 4 or 5 features from the Platinum model, like the DVDs in the back of the headrest. That's one feature that this one doesn't have in it, but it's got most of it. The only other things it's missing would be like a power steering wheel here, where you can tilt it up and down with a little power switch. I don't personally think that one's super necessary, because you usually don't have to do it too often. And then you can get cooled seats in the Platinum models as well, which are available in the brand new models that we have. But this one has most of it. If there's anything else in this one that you want to see that I might have missed in this video, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to make another video for you. But I do hope you enjoyed this one. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.